What's going on, everybody? And welcome back to Vinny's Corner. I'm your host, Vinny. We got a little crew here today. You know, my co-host, Cove, down there in the corner, or as he's called today. Oh, my, I'm not even going to read that name out loud. Forget him. There's Caleb, there's Jay, and there's my guy, Showtime, below. There you go. Evening, fellas. How's everybody doing?
Doing good. Yep.
See, you guys all see Caleb got the Trailblazers shirt on tonight. Because I mean, they're looking good in these playoffs so far.
Yeah, because Wemby injured yesterday.
Yeah, I didn't have time to print off a Hawks T-shirt for you, Vince.
Yo, listen, man. You know what? Okay, so before we jump into the whole, we'll do the NBA talk first, and then we'll get into the draft stuff. Right?
All right.
Let's
He
talk
totally
NBA,
missed me last week.
Okay.
Okay.
So we got a Knicks fan here. My team. It's not that we lost a game. It's that we lost a game that we were ahead by 12 in the fourth quarter. That's the issue, right? So since Cove brought it up, right, what did they do? They just gave McCollum the rock and said, drive at Jalen Brunson. Our superstar has 0.0 defense. Like it, as a Knicks fan, just absolutely awful. Cove, I'm sure you might have some questions centered on this stuff. So,
do I? I might.
I don't know. I'll pass it.
I'll get past the roast because I can, I can have a million half roast on the Atlanta Hawks. But
because like for me as a Knicks fan, like the only thing that's acceptable for us is the finals because we just fired our coach who got us to the Eastern Conference Finals, right? So nothing else is acceptable.
I know nothing else is acceptable, but your fans have been talking about that for 40 years now?
Well, listen, it's been longer than 40 years, right? Because I wasn't even alive the last time they won. So let's just say that. Been 50 plus, maybe 53, give or take. But listen, it happens. Now, what about the Trailblazers? They're a positive story, right? They're looking good.
Definitely, yeah.
Right? So the big story that came up yesterday, obviously for anybody who wasn't kind of following, the new superstar in the league is a young Frenchman named Victor Wembanyama. Victor went down. Now, if you watch the play, maybe I'm wrong and you guys could tell me, but it looks like he's a very big guy. He's almost 8 feet tall. It looks like he basically trips over his own 2 feet.
Yeah.
And just goes down.
Yeah. He
Right?
needs to be more careful. He's when I was watching yesterday, I saw that the Spurs are pretty reckless. They just play with joy. Maybe too much sometimes.
Yeah, I could see why you would say that. And it sounds silly, but literally he's so tall that the distance for his head to the ground, it's literally just a bigger drop when he goes tumbling like that. So he's gaining, he's hitting the ground harder. His head, you saw that play, man.
Yeah.
I would be surprised.
He was out of control. He was out of control.
Right? So if you guys were to Google the caption or the phrase concussion protocol, it would tell you, right? Basically no strenuous exercise, whatever, but they have a protocol for it that's a minimum of 1 to 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So do we expect to see Victor back in this series?
Yeah, what I'm thinking is he probably misses the games in Portland since he can't travel. I don't think in concussion protocol you travel, and he'll be back for the games in San Antonio if he goes back there.
Yeah. Yeah. He probably missed 2 games. That's it.
Yeah.
2 games. Yep.
I'll be surprised he come back Sunday, but there you go.
Yeah. No, he'll definitely be your next game for sure.
It's Cole, I don't know if you got this. I'll send you the clip if you didn't get to see it. But just the way that he pardon my language, the way that he eats shit,
Oh.
It's shocking that it's a professional athlete. Like he trips,
No,
like
yeah.
his shoes are like a size 20. He trips over his own 2 feet and just like with the ball, like goes flying to the ground, and he hits face first, like this, boom, like oh my god,
Oh my god.
It looked like he was in a boxing match.
Yeah.
Like that was pretty bad.
Yeah, that was
Yeah, that's scary.
that's on him though. I feel like he needs to control himself. I really feel like he
Yeah.
needs to control himself.
Yeah, definitely.
He's such a big guy that like going downhill for him, there's like he has to be conscious of what he's doing when he goes downhill like that and drives the lane for sure. So now I guess the last question I just want to ask regarding the NBA today, because I know we want to get onto the draft stuff, but like Jay, the Lakers,
2-0, yeah.
So the Lakers are 2-0. So yesterday in a group chat, actually Caleb did the I wrote in the chat, I will take a 41-year-old LeBron over KD right now.
Yeah,
he's better. He's
better than KD. Period.
Like, dude,
that dude can play in his prime. Yeah, prime 20. Duck in the rock. Yeah.
Here's what I think is really interesting about this, and this is kind of what's important too, because like I think Luka has to become a better leader himself eventually, but because like LeBron's kind of an easy leadership role when he's still there, right? But you're seeing now with KD, they have an elite scorer in Houston, but they lost the leadership of their point guard, right? So and the scoring has not done more than the leadership would for the team. Like they're in shambles in the playoffs. So I don't know, man.
I mean, they miss Van Fleet because he's like a floor general. Like they have a Ben Thompson playing point guard. He's not a point guard.
That's what I'm saying. Like Fleet is the real leader of that team.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And like they understand that. And having like so KD, just listen, just like when KD was on Golden State, right? KD is an amazing scoring talent. He just doesn't need to be like the leader of the team.
Yeah, like he can't run the offense. Exactly. And he'll just dish and shoot. Yeah. You know what I mean? That's like this just like what happened when he went to Brooklyn. You know, he went to Brooklyn. He was supposed to be like the forefront. Didn't work out. They need but potentially when Van Fleet's back next year, they might be a real threat again.
Yeah,
they're not gonna blow things up, but Ime Udoka might be gone.
Yeah, he might be. No.
You know, I feel like he's such a hot coaching name right now.
Yeah.
I mean, that team doesn't look interested. They shouldn't be down 2-0. There's no way they should be down 2-0.
This is what my thing was last night is like you really like the team is disengaged. Like guys are missing shots on offense and then they're not getting back on defense.
Yeah, I thought it would.
Right? And like that's a pretty solid defensive team generally.
Yeah, it is. And they haven't scored over 100 in the 2 games, which is crazy.
And crazy. And KD's turnover 9 times. KD yesterday. That's crazy.
Yeah. See, I don't get that. All right. Oh, Cove. I just ran into, you know what? Hold on, man. I just ran into like a whole little list here. So let me give it to Cove. I'm handing it back over. You got 5 NBA playoff questions right here. I'm looking at.
Oh, God.
Yeah. I'm just having issues with my PC pulling it up, so you might have to ask them because I can't read them.
All right. So let's see. We might have touched on some of this stuff already, but I'll jump into the first one, right?
Yeah.
So after the first couple of games, right? So after the first 2 games that we've seen, which contenders already look like they're in trouble?
Pistons.
I'm going to say
I'll
the Knicks.
say that right now. I'll say
Pistons
right now.
I agree.
Caleb, what do you think?
The
Who
Rockets.
looks like they're in trouble?
The Rockets. They look really in trouble.
The Rockets not a contender.
Okay.
All right. What do you got, Showtime? Who else?
Pistons. I mean, are the Knicks in trouble? I don't know. It's hard to say.
I'll
the Knicks are in trouble, I would say.
The Knicks have to go to Atlanta and put on a dominant performance, like to reassert themselves, and I'll feel comfortable.
Should I say?
I mean, I wouldn't say the reason I hesitated on that is because they were in control for most of the game.
I know.
Control
And,
most of the game
and they've
again, and
actually
you don't
looked
blow a
really
lead.
good.
Exactly.
Listen, here's the thing. Here and I'll point this out because I think this is where the coaching gap. It was Mike Brown coaching more than anything. So at the end of that game, we had a lineup at one point, and I forget, but it was like Mitch Robinson, OG, Deuce McBride, maybe Alvarado, and but it was a lineup that we never had on the court in 82 games this season.
That's where
Okay?
you can't be experimenting with lineups in the playoffs.
You do not
can't.
experiment in the playoffs, right? Unless you're completely hopeless and you need to find anything, right?
Exactly.
And we're not.
Mhm.
You don't do that. That's one thing. Right. So that part kind of like took me away. I didn't understand that. And in this game, I don't know if it was because they weren't using them, but it might be. Okay. The bench scored maybe in the second half of that game, 2 points.
That's not gonna cut it. That's not
Like you know what I mean? The whole knock on Thibodeau was he's not using the bench, right? He's running these guys too much. So if we get
maybe that was for a reason because the bench wasn't great.
exactly, but if that's going to be the knock, and you feel like you have to figure something else out, like you can't have your bench not in. If you want to make a deep playoff run, you cannot not have the bench involved.
Yep.
You know, you just can't. So my Knicks, in my estimation, are in trouble, I think, but we'll see after
One thing I'll add on to that is Jalen Johnson hasn't really gotten going this series either. So
He hasn't, you're right.
That's another worry for the Knicks too.
Yeah.
And we're about to be in his home. So now
Exactly. And Nikhil hasn't even gotten his shot going either.
Yeah.
So we'll see. This could be tough.
Yeah, that could.
So which player so far in the playoffs has really been like the guy? Who's been him?
I think for the Lakers, I think it's the shooting guard. I think.
Luke Kennard, yeah.
Yeah, he be on fire the last two games. Yeah.
That's a good one. That's a
I would
good
say
one.
who's been the best player this playoff so far? Could you say Cade? He had an amazing game one.
Game two, I'm gonna give to CJ McCollum against the Knicks.
Okay.
Right? He shouldered that. He pushed that team to a win.
Yeah, he took the Trae Young role pretty much.
You know, people really thought I was crazy to be like weary of this team. But if you watch the way they played for the last 45 days of the season, they were a good basketball team.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so I don't know, man. It's one of those things. All right, last one. Actually, okay, I like this is a good one right here. So far, and obviously we know OKC is still in the playoffs, right? But are we seeing a true championship team yet? Or do you feel like the field is still wide open?
I think it's still pretty open.
It's still.
I mean, they've been dominant, but you can't really say that until the next round. Yeah.
That's fair. I can agree with that. It feels like when the field shrinks a little bit, we'll have a better idea of who's really
because the Suns are just no match for them.
Yeah. I just wait until the next round. It'll be interesting.
Yeah, dude. You look at those games and it's like minus 1,200 OKC money line.
That's crazy.
It's a playoff game.
Yeah, crazy. Oh my God. Oh, you talking about playoff?
So, Vince, when we switch over to NHL, I can do it now because the questions finally popped up.
Oh, NHL.
Right. So let's jump into the NHL real quick, knock that out, and then we can get into our NFL draft.
All right.
So this is gonna be very interesting because you might have a different spectrum for everybody here. But which team made the biggest statement in their opening playoff game?
I think the Carolina.
I'm gonna go with Minnesota.
Buffalo,
on this
maybe.
one.
Buffalo,
Minnesota over fucking Dallas's mark.
Okay.
I agree with that, and I didn't even see the game. Here's what happened. This is how I knew. I went to look at game 2 to bet on it, and Dallas was the underdog. And I was like, what?
That's
So I
because
went and looked back, and I was like,
Minnesota won 6-1 the first game.
yeah,
It
exactly.
was such a
Minnesota
dominant win.
dominated them in
That's
that game.
why. It was a
And
statement win for Minnesota.
That big statement win. That's like maybe the number 2 team in the West right there that they just smoked out in game 1. So
Yeah.
that's a good one.
Okay. Which early upset is starting to feel real, not just a fluke?
Oh, hold on, I gotta go look. 'Cause I'm
Pittsburgh's
thinking
in
about
big
the-
trouble.
Who?
That's one thing. Pittsburgh is in trouble for sure.
Pittsburgh and the Bruins
Pittsburgh.
for sure.
Oh yeah, Pittsburgh. Yeah, Pittsburgh. True.
And Philly, yeah. The
Philly,
Pens are in big trouble.
Yeah, but is it
Pittsburgh
really a
is fine.
fluke? Like,
Yeah,
'cause
that's
for
No.
me, I feel
think it's-
Philly is way better than Pittsburgh right now. So,
Right.
like,
Yeah.
I don't think it's a fluke that Philly's walking all over them.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't. Okay, I wouldn't say it's a fluke, right? But the favored team going into the series was the Penguins.
was Pittsburgh. Yeah.
And they've been completely dominated so far. They got shut out in game 1. I think it's 3-1 right now in the third period. The Flyers are up. Like the Penguins are getting completely dominated.
Yeah.
And that game,
Yeah.
Philly, right?
That's
I don't know. I just look at the Pittsburgh Philly series as differently because of us as old as we are, Vince. That's like every time it's all because of how many rings they have compared to the other one, right? It's just Philly never gets the advantage ever. Even when Lindros played in '98, like it was still like nobody cared more. It was Pittsburgh. Philly didn't really get the respect it deserved.
And Philly might not get talked about unless they get out of the series.
Yeah, once they beat Pittsburgh, then it's okay. That's a statement win for them. They knocked out their rival, their biggest rival. So
that's their in-state rival too.
and when's the last time you've seen Philly on a deep run? '98.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
Yep.
Same time as Buffalo, so we could have a Buffalo Philly fucking final somehow.
But I mean, I'm gonna be honest, and like, no offense to, obviously anything can happen. I don't want to sound ridiculous here, but it does not feel like so Philly already leads. Okay, this is game 3, right? So Philly already leads the series 2-0. They're getting ready, like they're working on a sweep.
Yeah.
I just don't know that Philly is going to look like this against Carolina.
No, there's no way.
No way.
No.
You got with Bussy playing the way Bussy is, it's Philly's gonna have that's a huge hill to climb to go over Carolina. But that's if they play Carolina, because remember what is Philly the 7th or 8th? They're not the 7 or 8 seed, so I don't know if they're gonna really play them. They're a low seed, so I don't know if they'll play Carolina right away.
Well, so no, the winner. Okay, the
new way of the NHL working.
Yeah, the Sabres and the Bruins winner plays the Lightning and the Canadiens. The Hurricanes and the Senators plays the Penguins and the Flyers.
I forgot because I remember that now because I said I want a Tampa Boston series.
Yeah.
So
and that's it's going to be interesting to see. It will be interesting to see, but I don't know, man.
To be fair with Carolina, though, Carolina's got to go through Ottawa first, so that's kind of a cakewalk for them right now. So they're not going to be tested until they would play them next, right? It'll be an interesting series.
We'll see.
Philly knocks out Pittsburgh, and then Carolina cakewalks Ottawa. It's going to be a different series.
I mean, if Philly walks into that series off a sweep, then they're going to be more dangerous than you know what I mean, like.
Yeah.
That's a short series, and they're really hot. So
and with Bussy and Nets and whatever, he doesn't got the playoff experience, and it could be Philly going through them, right? Possibly. So going in, as I was saying, Bussy, which goalie is already stealing the spotlight for the postseason, not just their team?
For the postseason,
like which goalie has looked so really good for you from any team, basically?
We were just talking about the team. What's his name? Vladar for the Flyers.
Yeah.
He's been cooking them. the Penguins have barely scored against him.
Mhm.
So,
Which contender looks shaky despite winning or being favored?
Dang.
I'm gonna go with Colorado in this one.
Yeah, Colorado.
Yeah, wasn't that a close game? Yeah, it was.
Yeah, it was
Yes.
a 2-1 game. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying. Like, which contender
They
looks shaky despite winning or being
yeah.
favored? Colorado's
Yeah.
Definitely
favored.
Colorado. Yeah.
Yeah,
And-
Colorado. Yeah, I say Colorado. Yeah.
You expect that team to walk, but especially with a team who has lost 19 games in overtime just alone. Like, it's like, come on now.
That's
Right.
crazy. That's
Maybe
crazy.
Vegas too. I mean, that series is
Yeah.
tied.
Yeah.
But are they a contender? That's the thing.
Mm-hmm. That's the one thing I'll side ask that. Do you see any of these teams right now that you can say dead set they are going to win the champion this year?
It's hard to say right now. It really
No,
is.
not.
well, here's the thing, right? Like, to me, it feels like the Avalanche should still be the clear favorite.
Mhm.
But the way that the Wild have looked, right? Like, it depends on the Wild that come out of that series. I just think that going into the playoffs, in my mind, the finals was going to be Carolina and the Avs. Now that I'm seeing the teams play hockey, I'm not sure.
Yeah, it's 100%. I mean,
Carolina, I'm still sure, but I'm not sure about the West. Right now, honestly, Minnesota feels like they could come out of the West pretty easily.
yeah.
Mhm.
But we still got to remember, Carolina's got to get past the Eastern Conference Finals. That's the only way. Like, that's the only way to get to the finals. But this team, after 20 years, has never made it past the Eastern Conference Finals 5 times.
Dude, and I was going to say they make it all the time.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, this team is determined. This team could be arguably better than Tampa Bay, like for championships, if this team got past the Eastern Conference Finals.
So I think that's kind of the part about why
you
does
add in their
Carolina
one
have such a hard
championship
time
with the
Florida
rest. This team could have 6 championships in the last 20 years.
Carolina can't get past either Florida team.
Yeah,
Literally, they played both of them in the last 5 years, and they couldn't get past either of them.
Mm-hmm.
And that was like what, 3 different times?
Yeah,
between the two teams. So like, they lost to the Panthers twice. They lost to Tampa Bay once.
Yeah,
like here's the thing, right? Maybe, and we talked about this. I really want to believe this is their year, but like. Does Vasilevsky just have this team? Like, are they?
that's the thing. I mean, you always heard me hear praise for the Panthers over the years. You know me, but I don't know. Vasilevsky's just a different kind of beast. When he's on, he's fucking on. It's this year you don't have Bobrovsky, so you got Vasilevsky. It's just I don't know. I mean, and that's where I was going to go ask next is, do you believe in the hype that Corey Perry will go to the finals with Tampa Bay because he's 6 for 6 right now?
That's a wild stat.
Yeah, since 2020, he has been in every Stanley Cup Finals on a certain team. Like,
right.
You talking about Perry?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I was just texting my wife. But
7 times in the finals, once with Anaheim, way back in 07 or whatever, but then six years in a row, he's been to the finals with the team. So it's like, does Corey Perry make it to the finals again?
Yo,
Like,
he's
that puts
been in
Tampa
the
in the
league
finals.
for so long.
Yeah.
Dude's like a 20-year vet.
Yeah.
He's been to the finals 7 times.
Yeah.
And he still has not won a Stanley Cup.
No, he won it with Anaheim.
Oh, he did win with Anaheim.
Yeah, his first one was with Anaheim. Yeah.
Okay, that's crazy.
If you don't know in a general sense, I'll give you a fun fact. Corey Perry is one of 3 players to actually complete the feat of having a championship in every league he's ever been in.
Who are the other 2?
Way back in the 50s and 60s, like way back then. Like he's the only modern player to win like the Memorial Cup, everything. Like everything he's played in, he's won. He's got the Olympic gold. He's got the Stanley Cup. He's got the Memorial Cup. He's got the President's Trophy for when he was in the OHL. Things like that. He has everything.
that's dope.
So
I didn't know
when he won it, that's when I found out about it. It was when he won it. They said he's won every major trophy you can win as an athlete in the NHL. He just needed the Stanley Cup, and he's won it, and he's never won it since. It's like a curse because he's one of 3 players to ever do it.
I mean, I guess who cares, right? He's already got it, so whatever.
Yeah, he's got every hardware. He's got every ring.
Oh man, this is a pretty so I just turned on sorry to cut you off, Cole, but I just turned on the basketball game. It's the 4th quarter. Orlando's down by 19 right now.
Oh wow, God,
Embarrassing.
Embarrassing. That's embarrassing.
Yeah, like these playoff games, like there have been like I just don't expect to see such ass kickings. Like some of these games have been like what, but some of them have been really good.
That's why like going into the playoffs, I knew there was some series that would be back and forth every game, and some series that just be ass whoopings.
Yeah, except for the Sun and Thunder game. Yeah.
The way that Cade Cunningham just cooked this dude, let me stop because I love watching basketball too much.
Too much basketball. Yeah.
The last one for hockey is where was it? I just had it here. Which series is turning into a must-watch right now?
I'm not gonna lie, I can't really answer that, but I know the Avs are up 2-0. I know that Philly's up 2-0, so I don't think it's those 2 series.
Right.
What's the Oilers series looking like?
Oilers is tied. I believe so.
I think the Vegas play. I forgot.
Vegas series is a tied series, right?
That's probably the most.
That's probably that one. That's probably interesting series. Yeah.
Because Vegas is like established that they've been in the playoffs the last few years, and Utah is like up and coming team, like their first time in the playoffs in a while.
Utah has been like they've been a little inconsistent this season, but they're a newer team. But early on, I anticipated they were going to make the playoffs. Then I didn't think they were going to, and I wasn't too sure what they were going to look like. But no, you're right. Like they've played above what I expected, I think, so far. And I wouldn't be completely shocked if Utah won that series.
I mean, them taking a game in Vegas is big, so
it's huge. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's huge.
And because and here's the thing is they already have a pretty strong fan base, and just because hockey's so big in the area, right? In like the Salt Lake region. And Utah's right, I live in Nevada. Utah's right next door to us. They have fans that will travel. So you know what I mean? These games aren't like where it's like coming to the Fortress. They'll come with a good group of fans.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, the last time the Jazz were in the playoffs, just to talk about the Utah fan base, the Jazz crowd was always pretty lit. So
yeah,
100%, man. So I don't know, I guess, but that's where I am. So NFL.
Yeah, NFL.
Before I get to the NFL, I was gonna say I mean no disrespect to Vegas, but I want Utah to win this series because it's a huge thing for that fan base with that team. I know it's new to them, but for those that might not know or follow the team, they used to be the Phoenix Coyotes, right? And it's one of the wildest stories, even for you younger guys, even for me and Vince, to see this happen. What had happened from Phoenix to Utah, all that fuckery to lose that team and how they lost it and everything that went about it, and then for them to win a series against a team that just recently won the Stanley Cup would be a huge factor for them.
It would give them more recognition, yeah, for sure.
Oh yeah, definitely more. I mean,
the way that the Las Vegas and the way that this fan base here immediately galvanized and got behind Las Vegas, a large piece of that was them having early success in the playoffs.
Yeah.
So Utah having that for their new fan base, especially in that region, it'll be huge because the fans are going to get way more excited about the team coming into next year because they're like, wow, we have a good squad. first season, second season. They already made the playoffs. Like,
Yeah.
Mhm.
I look at it a different way when I look at it as being a fan as long as I've been with the NHL, because this shows where the NHL is screwed up about expansions and moving teams when they should be moved, because you know yourself, Vince, Arizona was horrible for like 25 years. The league was paying for them. Like nobody really owned the Coyotes for like 25 years. The league paid for it with their overtaxes and whatnot. So I'd like to see what happened to that team. They were going to go into they were going to go into an actual mall that had housed 5,000 people. They were going to put a legit NHL team in a mall, and then they said, "Okay, well, Utah wants to buy them." Like it's a huge like what the hell? Like we could have watched NHL in a mall if Utah didn't buy them.
I think it's good for hockey.
Yeah,
it's good for the NHL.
I'm taking it as it's good for the NHL because it's going to show other people, other markets can bring a team in, because there's a talk of a Houston team. There's the talk of an Atlanta team returning for the third time.
And this is my point, right? So like fans see like right, the Golden Knights started. As soon as the Golden Knights started, they were a good team. They got better. They got good.
Yeah.
They got great. They won a Stanley Cup. Like, but boom, boom, boom. Right there. This team being hyper competitive, it excites the fan bases, like not just Utah fans. It excites people in general that like watch the sport. It's just good for hockey because, like, Arizona wasn't like they had a competitive year here and there. Like it happened, but like they weren't like a. You don't think of that as like a competitive franchise. They were always on the bottom of the conference.
Yeah. They were just a pickup game for the NHL for like 25 years.
Yeah, they were a marked up W, Yeah. And now you've got a super competitive hockey team, right? And they're next door to Colorado Avalanche, right? Their closest rivals are the Vegas Golden Knights and the Colorado Avalanche, which are really good hockey teams. It's good for this region. It's good for hockey.
Before we go to NHL, because we just talked about this, I just looked at it because I had to know for myself. So the Utah Jazz, Utah Mammoth, as being Coyotes, they have only ever once made it out of the first round, like in their entire history. It was like 2011. They went to round 3. That was the best year this organization has ever had. So if this team can get into round 2, it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Since 1996, they've only made it 8 times into the first round.
Listen,
so very inexperienced playoff organization.
Required.
Yeah,
that's it, man. Sometimes change is required for like.
So 30 years you made the playoff eight times.
And that's a great thing. And look at how successful Utah already is by comparison.
Yeah. But we've seen this before, though. Colorado, for example, for a praise of a team that moved. Colorado, they went from Quebec and won a Stanley Cup within 2 years.
Listen. Let me just go ahead and say this: the Utah is not winning the Stanley Cup.
Yeah. But we also remember they got Patrick Waugh, so that's kind of how it happened. They got
I was going to say, first of all, they got the GOAT. But okay, so listen, man. The title of the show, right, starts out as NFL draft and then playoffs. But we haven't even talked football.
I know, that's why I was letting you get into it.
All right.
I think this is what's interesting, right? And I think that everybody seems to be really excited about the NFL draft. Which is strange, right? Because in Showtime, you could probably back me up on this because I know you listen to a lot of this stuff. This is considered a weak draft, right?
No, I wouldn't say it's a weak draft.
Well, now hold on. Let me expand on that, right?
I was gonna say
the reason why people say it's a quote weak draft is because it's not a quarterback rich draft.
Okay, yeah, I get that.
It is not a quarterback rich draft, and you don't have 3 possible Heisman type players all at the same time being in the top 5. That's why there's no hype to it. It's not
But
just
this is the kind of
quarterbacks.
draft where you get those players that fill in your roster that are
Exactly.
sturdy
Yeah.
for 10 years.
Yeah.
This
You
is
see,
that
that's
draft.
why I could see that why there's less hype for sure.
Yeah. Like
These
the
are all
big hype-
pickup players, basically.
Yeah.
so
Like the big
it's
hype
interesting,
drafts
like,
have been the top name quarterbacks.
like people aren't looking for like a name split. Like, okay, well, maybe one team is. Maybe and like I don't know if this you guys tell me, but I've heard a lot around the Arizona Cardinals possibly drafting Jeremiah Love, which to me, that would exclusively be a name drop move, right? Because
I think
why
it
would you
would
draft
be.
a quarterback or a running back when you don't have a quarterback?
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean, even though I have Love at 3rd, my realistic goal is Love going to the Jets.
That would be
Now,
be
what
awesome.
happens to Brees Hall?
That's a trade move and
Right.
trade move to more picks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because
so-
you know Brees want to go. Brees is like, why the hell does everybody else get to go, but you keep me?
Right. Yeah. He wanted to be gone.
He
yeah.
wants to go, so he's like, please trade me.
Yeah. Yeah.
I will be traded for 4 6-round picks. I don't care. Trade me.
Dude,
And the Jets were just being stubborn. Yeah.
Yeah. Cleveland Browns, 5 first rounds for him.
That would be such a Browns thing. Oh my god.
Yes.
That's the unfortunate part.
okay, so well let's just start. Like I'm gonna start running down, right? I got the draft, the current draft order in front of me.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna just tell you, as a New York Giants fan, it excites me. Like, and I haven't been excited for football in a while. Obviously, we've drafted a few pieces the last couple of years that have made fans a little more buy back in. But then I'm looking and I'm seeing the 5 and the 10 slot with the NY next to it. And like for the first time in like a couple of years, I think like I'm excited about the draft again. I am. You know,
Even,
and so
even though Vince, I did put 2 of them in there, that's like realistically where they're gonna go, because I got you on Caleb. I agree with you on the 5 on the Caleb, right? But unfortunately, I'm gonna rip on New York again. I feel like they're gonna trade one of those picks. You're not gonna get 2 top 10s.
Okay, so let's start. Let's start with this. All right, so we can all agree, right? The number 1 pick in the draft is the Las Vegas Raiders are picking Mendoza, right?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Okay, so the number 2 pick, what do you guys think? Are the Jets going to trade out, or are the Jets going to use the number 2? And what do we
They
think?
should trade out.
Let's trade. Yeah.
They should trade out.
They should.
Will they? That's another question.
Yeah.
That's where I was saying. So I had Jeremiah Love originally as a Jet, but I have David Bailey for the Jets.
Okay.
Well, okay, now, okay, so you have them using their pick.
Yeah.
David Bailey. Okay, so you have them taking.
You know what? I'm gonna throw a troll pick in there. They take Ty Simpson second.
Oh, showtime.
Okay, so here's a question. Recently, like this week on ESPN, I heard Chris Canty specifically. I'm a Giants fan. Obviously, I listen to Giants defensive tackles talk football. He was saying that specifically Mike McCarthy and Sean McVay, amongst others, were specifically interested in Ty Simpson.
That makes sense because they need a quarterback of the future. Yeah.
Yeah, for the Rams. Yeah.
But those are also 2 known, like, good at spotting quarterback and working with quarterback talent.
Yeah.
Coaches. So maybe there's more to Ty Simpson than like meets the eye.
Not in my books. I'll say that
He's
right
not
now.
a flashy quarterback. That's a
I get it. He's not flashy, but he's another Alabama quarterback. And you guys give me one Alabama quarterback that makes sense to you right now in the league.
None.
Yeah. Sorry. I have. He was like a number 2 pick, but Carson's going. They even have Carson Beck going like before him.
It's a joke.
But
It's a joke.
I think he's gonna be a 30 or 40, like 30th to 40th pick, like before Ty Simpson goes out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
He's
don't
gonna be a
think you're wrong.
first rounder, like a second rounder in the first 10 picks, basically.
All right, so right now, so Cove is saying that the Jets took an edge.
Yeah.
That's what he thinks. The Jets will take an edge. So I also had the Jets taking an edge. I just had them taking a different edge. I had them going with Ohio State's Arvell Reese.
Okay.
Right, so I agree with your thought process, Cove. I do think that I don't think they're going to trade out. I think they're going to use that pick. They're not going to go for a quarterback. But what are the top things that you go for now, right? A receiver, a quarterback, an edge rush. I think they're going to take an edge. But for me, Arvell Reese, I think that's the guy. I like his athleticism, and he had a good combine. I could see the Jets going in that direction. But I also understand the Bailey pick too.
Yeah. I would say definitely one of those two edges. I would say too.
It makes sense, right?
Yeah. And I mean, I have Love at third. I mean, anybody that gets Jeremiah Love is going to get a raw, talented running back. I mean, I'm biased by it because I've always been a Notre Dame fan my whole life. So,
let me ask you guys a question. And I know, I know you guys all watch college football, probably more so than I do. Definitely the Oregon fan next to me. I know that. I know the Miami guys too, right? Okay, would you say, because this is what they're saying on, right? I refer to ESPN, CBS Sports, DraftKings fan, go to wherever you want. Everyone's saying the same thing. Jeremiah Love is the best talent in the draft, right? After Mendoza, or maybe including him, that's the guy.
I think
Love could arguably be a number one if Mendoza didn't do what he did.
Yeah.
So he earns a top 3 pick regardless. So he's going 2 or 3. It's just what happens. You could see something wild where 2 Jets trade Cardinals and they still take Love at 2.
I think if the Raiders weren't number 1, there would be more of a, if there was like a running back needy team, Jeremiah Love would go number 1.
So here's the thing, right? And I've been trying to think about the best way I could describe him. This is what I think he's going to turn into in the NFL. Marshall Faulk. That's the kind of all-purpose back that I anticipate, like somebody who can run, somebody who can block, somebody who's amazing at catching passes in the flats. Like that's what he's that dude. You know what I mean? Like he's not just like a running back, your regular running back. But I do think for sure that he's definitely like probably the best player on the board, really including Mendoza. But of course, the Raiders have to take a quarterback. Mendoza is like he's what I call, and all right, I'm sorry if you're a Raiders fan, guys out there, anyone who's listening to this, but I'm gonna give you this is gonna be like biting a lemon. Okay, that's the truth. So Mendoza is just the collegiate version currently of Kirk Cousins. You're not drafting him. You're drafting Kirk Cousins. You're not drafting the guy. I just don't see him being that dude. I don't know. No. Maybe I'm crazy.
No.
But what do you guys think?
I have no expectation of Mendoza dominating within the first 5 years, honestly. I think they're more focused on what he did to a program that we haven't heard about in a long time, and that's where the hype's coming about him. But I think once this kid gets into the NFL and plays the caliber of talent that you see in the NFL today, it's going to be different for him. It's going to be faster. It's going to be stronger. It's going to be smarter.
We'll see. Here's all I'm going to say. Like, so far, at every level that he's played, it seems that he just continues to step up and dominate. So maybe he's just going to step up and dominate, and I'm totally wrong. But he does I think he's going to be a good quarterback. It's not like Kirk Cousins is a crap quarterback,
No.
but like he's not a Super Bowl. Like he's like a get you to the playoffs quarterback, not a win a Super Bowl quarterback.
Yeah, I'll give you Sam Bradford. Like Sam Bradford vibes.
Sam Bradford. Oh, that's a good one. I can do that.
So I'll get it going again with the Titans, which I'm gonna say, outside not being a fan, I love the new Titans with the old school Oilers look and feel. Like I think they're about trying to change the Titans organization. So I have Sonny Styles going there.
Sonny
Okay,
Styles,
so I actually, and like this might be crazy, but I actually had the Cowboys trading up to third
Whoa.
and taking Sonny Styles there
Whoa.
at third.
do they have multiple firsts?
Do they?
No.
No, the Cowboys don't have multiple firsts.
Huh.
No, I think he was asking if the Titans have multiple firsts.
Oh,
Maybe.
okay. No.
Titans.
Because you said the Cowboys might trade up, so I was like,
Yeah.
would they give up 2 firsts?
No. So listen, this is what I was thinking. I was thinking that the Cowboys were going to trade up to 3, trade up with Arizona.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. Arizona already has more than one pick in the first round.
Mhm.
Right.
That's what I was thinking.
Okay.
I was thinking Arizona might trade it out.
See,
So, like,
yeah, I have the same feel, but that's where I have Arizona trading to get up to 2 and just taking Love at second.
Now here's the next part to my difference, to the difference in my draft, right? At number 4, I have the Tennessee Titans drafting Jeremiah Love,
Okay.
starting to put together that backfield. Cam Ward, Jeremiah Love. I love the fit right
that
there.
would be a perfect spot for Jeremiah. For
I
sure.
like that.
Yep.
That's what I'm saying.
It would be a perfect fit, but does that kid really get over to the 3 without anybody being criticized, him being the 4th?
Right.
Listen, as long as you get taken, he's still gonna have a great pay grade. Okay.
Yeah.
If he gets taken at 3 or 4, he's gonna have a great pay grade. Okay. Either way, right? That's what matters is what's going to be best for him and a team. To me, I don't know. I could be totally wrong, but I think that could be a good fit. I feel like him and Cam Ward is an awesome start to a backfield together, though, for sure.
Oh, I know it is. It just is. It's just seeing how he fits being a 4th pick versus the 3rd pick, or his possible 2nd pick.
And
I mean, it is possible. It really is. I mean, there's 3 good edges that could be taken there.
Mm-hmm.
Like before.
What do you think, Showtime?
It would be awkward to see Cam Ward and Jeremiah Love in the same backfield, just because of the whole Canes and Notre Dame rivalry thing. But I mean, it would be a great fit, obviously.
Well, like from a football standpoint, it would be a great fit.
Yeah.
It's just like different colleges, but yeah, okay. All right. So number 5, we got the New York Giants.
Which we agree on.
Yeah.
So what, as a New York Football Giants fan,
I know you want Caleb Downs. Yes.
we want Caleb Downs, number 5 pick.
Mm-hmm.
We need a strong, you know what I mean? That's what we need, you know?
If Sonny Styles is there, you could take him too.
So the other guy that I kind of I don't really know how to pronounce his name right, but he's on your squad. He's a U guy, the O tackle. I want
Francis,
that
guy. He's Hawaiian.
Maya Goya or something like that.
Yeah. Okay. Here's the thing with him. I think he slides down a little bit just because of his injury, because he's getting surgery. So do you want to take a guy that you know is getting surgery? Like, that's probably going to cause him to slip a little bit.
You know,
I think he still probably goes top 10, but I don't know top 5, dude.
I don't think he's going to go top 5. Like I do like I feel like the top 5 is definitely I don't know about the Arvell Reese one per se. But I feel like Mendoza, Love, Downs, and I don't know why, but like I feel like somebody's gonna. I think Sonny Styles might be in that top 5.
I think he is too. Yeah,
Yeah.
I
for
do
sure.
feel like that.
Yeah.
He's that good.
Yep. Both of those Ohio State edges are amazing.
Yeah.
Now,
so what do you guys think?
now for 6, I have Carnell Tate going to the Browns.
That's a great pick.
Okay.
Wide receiver from
Tate,
Ohio State.
First wide receiver off the board.
Yeah, that's a good pick.
That is.
I agree with that. I like that. What do you guys think about the Washington Commanders at 7?
That's where I have Arvell
Peter
going.
Sell.
I got Arvell Reese going to Washington.
That's funny. I have David Bailey going to the Commanders. Okay.
Okay.
So we're drafting the same.
Yeah.
That's good. Okay, so everybody go with that? An edge for the Commanders, a D, basically somebody on the D.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Or they could take they take O-line, maybe.
I mean, it wouldn't be a bad move.
It wouldn't, because you got to protect Jaden. So
we definitely need some protection. Like, I feel like whether it's in free agency or whatever, I hopefully they're addressing that this offseason because like he gets beat up way too much. He does. You know, like
he's running for his life.
Yeah. Like he naturally can't get like he's just not going to get like brolic like that. You know, he's kind of a skinny guy.
Like, and I'll ask as because we're all different fans from different teams, right? We see him. They get the protection for him, and we see him maybe not win the Super Bowl soon, but at least get to the Super Bowl. I would love to see him get to the Super Bowl.
So this is gonna sound weird when I say this out loud. I'm a Giants fan, right?
Yeah.
Now it hasn't happened for the Cowboys in quite some time. It hasn't happened for the Commanders in quite some time. But like as a Northeast or a NFC East football fan, I like seeing like if it's not the Giants, then I want to see one of the teams in the Super Bowl. Like I want it to be an NFC East team. Like I like seeing our division compete.
Okay.
Wow.
You know, like you don't want to be a part of a shit division. Like
yeah, right. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh yeah.
Shots fired. Okay, bro.
Oh yeah, speaking of shots fired, if you look at my name, we should play that game one show.
Oh my god.
So back to the number 8 pick. What do you think, Showtime? What do you think that the New Orleans Saints will draft, or you think they're selling?
Saints are in a tough spot. They started off the year really rough. Tyler Shuck, kind of helped them stay in the playoff race for a little bit.
I think they like him.
Yeah, they do.
They do. It's eerily. I know you got Spencer Rattler, but
So like, I don't expect them to take a quarterback. I think they're going to build around Tyler Shuck.
Yeah. Like, is their O-line and D-line good? Like, I honestly don't know. Yeah, they don't take quarterback for sure. Tyler Shuck is not a franchise quarterback, but this is not a draft where you take a quarterback that high. That's not Mendoza. So I honestly don't know with this pick. They probably just take best position player available.
Yeah.
So I have Francis Muagai for the Saints, or I got Will Johnson. Yeah, I got the old lineman. I got Will Johnson or Francis because either's going to go to the Saints or the Giants at 10. But when we're talking about wild trades, because we always make these wild trades too, what about Kamara being thrown in and the Saints go after first?
I don't think that go after the first.
Yeah, but they throw Kamara in the mix.
The Raiders just drafted Genty.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense. I don't.
No, but that's the leverage New Orleans would need. Okay. They would need the Ace and Kamara to go after the one to go after Mendoza.
What I think what my gut tells me is that they're going to draft like a linebacker or an edge.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's gonna be something like that for sure.
That was kind of my thought process.
They could take, if they don't take Malinoga, they could take the Penn State tackle Fano.
Okay, that's not a bad pick either.
Mhm.
You know, honestly, what I thought they were gonna do, is either okay, if they went O tackle, if they went offensive tackle, I had what's his name, Monroe Freeling,
Okay.
from Georgia, but I kind of felt like they might go D, like an edge or like a D tackle. I liked Ruben Bain Jr. from Miami.
Ruben, okay.
I kind of like, because I feel like he's right around that top 10. Like he might
That
go
makes sense,
somewhere
yeah.
between 8 and 15. You know, like he's one of the best edges in the draft.
Like one thing I'll say about Ruben is I don't get the questions around him. Like he's a stud. Like period. He's a stud. People
Listen,
question like his
that's
arm
as
length
far
and
as it goes
stuff.
for me.
People question like his arm length and the whole case with him right now. They knew the case was already out there before the draft. So
yeah, but we've seen that in the last 10 years, people that have something that's there, and we've seen how it's turned out too. Also,
right.
Listen,
and
I get it.
Johnny Manziel, for example, like how before he got into the draft, he was going to be a what, and he became a what. You know what I mean? Like it happens to some kids.
Here's the thing, right? He was involved in a fatal car crash
Mhm.
some years back, and
Yeah.
people still hold that against him. Like he's a young man.
I don't think that's fair. Yeah, exactly.
At some point, you have to let him atone, move forward with his life. What kind of a guy has he been since that? A good one.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So like, it's not like he's been out there getting in other trouble, messing up. Like he's been doing the right thing, playing sports, and that's it. Kind of staying to himself. Like, so for an NFL team to say, I don't know if we're going to draft him, the only reason I feel like they would do something like that is so they could try and hold it over him later when they negotiate money.
Yeah.
Like in some ways, but we've actually seen that in pro sports. Just to throw back to hockey, Danny Heatley. Now this is after the draft, but Danny Heatley killed his own teammate and played for 5 or 6 years afterwards. But
you know,
we've seen this
you
before.
have to let this guy. You know, at some point, you have to let people move forward with their life. You know.
Yeah.
It's just that's what it is. All right, number 9. Number 9 is the Kansas City Chiefs. The Kansas City Chiefs have like a lot of holes now.
Yeah.
Like for the Chiefs, like for a team that was like as dominant as they were in recent years, they have a lot of things that they need to address. Where do they start?
I think DB. Since they traded 2 of their top cornerbacks, they have to take a DB.
Who do you think?
The lane guy from LSU.
Mansour from LSU.
Mesidor, yeah.
100. I'm in agreement. What do you think? What do you think, Cole?
I have a complete opposite because those side probably people saying Casey's taking it. I have the Casey trading it with the Bears.
Okay.
With Jordan Tyson going to the Bears.
Okay, I see.
That's a dope. I guess I like Jordan Tyson a lot. I could see him across the other side from Malik Neighbors. He would look great there. That being said, I feel like the Bears.
He's an alternative pick, Vance, for me. That if KC goes in there, Tyson would probably drop to the Giants, and possibly the Giants pick him up.
Well, like here's my thing: the Bears just offloaded some of their receiver core because like they have a good receiver. Like I don't
exactly. Yeah.
I can't see the Bears trading up to use a top 10 pick on a receiver right now. I just feel
but in a weak draft, we see some wild trades. And with KC, I think they're egotistical enough that they don't think they have to fix a lot, even if deep in their draft. But they need this 9 pick.
Here's all I know. In the last 3 seasons, the Chiefs have offloaded L'Jarius Sneed and Trent McDuffie, and those are 2 of the best corners in football.
And they got rid of Jalen Watson too.
Yeah,
So,
like I don't know. So that's the reason why I'm going with the cornerback because I feel like it's just such a glaring thing for them. Like,
I mean, the
They
Chiefs
just-
did trade back and take McDuffie, so
Yep.
but like, and that's the thing. They're also like they have a very good scouting team. So
yeah,
like they
they've hit
might
on
have
most
like
of their
a
picks.
third. What's that guy's name? Leach, or Veach?
Brevich,
yeah.
yeah.
Right. He's good at what he does. They might have a cornerback in like the third round that they think is going to break out and be the guy,
Yeah.
and nobody's even looking at. And they're going to do, and they'll use this pick to get a few other picks for later and coast. Like this, you could be totally right. There should be some good moves in this draft. I just don't know what they're going to be yet.
This draft is a complete wild card. It is.
Like, I hope as a Giants fan, just because like I feel like we really have specific needs and we have so many pieces, new coaching. I hope we keep our 5 and 10 and use them because I think that like for the stuff we need, there are good pieces on the board. You know, for like for secondary, for potentially maybe who's a player I was thinking about. And like I don't know where he goes, but I feel like a lot of people aren't as high on him as I have been. Jacob Rodriguez from Texas Tech.
That's a name
I haven't really
heard of. No, I haven't really heard of that name.
He's a linebacker, but like he also like ran some like offensive plays for them too, but he played linebacker for them. You should check him out. He's a stud. He's a little stud. I would like to see him. Like I'll send you some film on him. I'm definitely a fan of the guy though, but I don't know how he came onto my radar, but he did a lot this season. He was a very good player. And he's versatile. He's the kind of guy who like Texas Tech put him in offensive plays, to be like a blocking fullback type thing. Like he's a versatile linebacker. He's smart.
So just to update you, Vince, because I'm looking at you're telling that. So the one thing that the NFL has come up with now on a few of them is Dallas taking 6 for Arvell Reese, and New Orleans going after Jordan Tyson.
They do need a wide receiver too. Yeah.
From all the picks that we all said, a lot of them are all similar to what we said. It's just that's what I'm noticing from NFL from the experts right now are that's what's happening is New Orleans takes a wide receiver, and as you said, Dallas getting into the top 10 and them taking somebody.
Well, I feel like that. Like I don't know, Jerry Jones got to make a splash now and then, right? So I wouldn't be surprised. All right,
Jerry Jones is random.
Got to number 10. So we got close to number 10 and then we stopped.
That's the Giants. That's Giants pick. So
I know. So what do you think? Are they going to keep their pick? Are they going to move out? What is your?
I have them with their pick. Like that's what I was saying earlier. I have them with their picks. I have them taking either or of the guys I mentioned because if one of them is available, I think they're going to go either defensive tackle.
Here's what I think the Giants are going to do. If Francis is available, I think they will grab him. If he is not, and Jordan Tyson is available, I think they will grab him. Do I think that?
I was gonna say you're gonna love this one. This expert gives you Caleb Downs at 10, and you take Sonny Styles at 5.
Oh, that would be mixed.
Downs at 10 is wild.
Wow.
Caleb Downs at 10 for the Giants.
That would be so good.
And then Sonny Styles at 5.
Oh, wow. That'd be.
I would be fired up if we got. Yo, let me tell you, my best friend, he lives down the turnpike from Giant Stadium. He was like, yo, dude, let me tell you, the first time I've gotten a rookie jersey since Saquon Barkley will be Caleb Downs. He's like, I'm getting that jersey if we get this guy immediately. Like, we need this. Like, Giants fans want this. If we got him in Styles, that would be dope. I would feel real good having them stacked in the middle of our field. I'd feel real good.
You really can't miss with OSU defensive players. You really can't.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's facts,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
That would be awesome. Oh man,
Wow.
I can't. Wow.
I would be jealous of that.
Yeah, I'd
Oh
be
my-
jealous or something. Yeah.
Listen, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the big thing. I don't know if you picked up on that part. Like you heard what Showtime just said. You can't miss with OSU defenders.
You can't.
Mhm.
Styles, and Downs play together right now. Like,
And
They
they
know
have
each
that
other.
built-in chemistry.
if we
yeah.
could take that chemistry and just insert it into our defense,
Well,
oh my
yes.
God, that would be wonderful. It would really be. That would be a lovely thing. No question about that.
And the one thing I was gonna say before you go on your ending segment, Jay, since you're new, and the thing is, the last few weeks we've talked about this shit all the time, but we've noticed that. Oh, I've noticed we've been predicting some weird shit in the last few weeks.
And it's happened. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We've
Yeah.
talked about shit, and it's happened the very next day. Like it's
Yeah,
fucking
that's,
wild.
listen, and this is why we talk about sports.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep.
Random
so
shit happens.
Tomorrow night is
That's
the
it.
actual draft.
Yep.
If
Yeah.
we nail a
Excited
top
about that.
10, if we nail the top 10, we should be focused on ESPN.
Yeah.
Dude,
Oh yeah.
listen, I think we're gonna do pretty good. I do.
Yeah.
Damn, the Mets. I just opened up our group chat and I saw the words Mets win. Mets win. But I thought they were gonna lose forever. I was betting on it. Man, nobody
Ugh.
wants to see the Mets win. But yeah, so next week when we come back, obviously we'll definitely talk about like the way that we just ran through our top 10 in this draft. We'll look at and see how we did as a group.
Yeah.
And you know, who knows? We might be talking about the Lakers having advanced already.
Mhm.
You know, the Knicks could be in
I'll have
trouble.
a,
Could look
I'll
like
have a
studs.
eulogy next weekend for you.
He's gonna have a eulogy for the Knicks. This go a lot of ways. So
Yep.
definitely tune in next week, guys.
Yep.
Obviously
Yes.
everybody's invited back because we have a good conversation here. I like it.
Yes. Yep. Yes, sir.
You know, I definitely enjoyed the show tonight, guys. Thank you guys for stopping in. Folks that tuned in to Vinny's Corner, hopefully you guys enjoyed it. And we'll see you guys next week. But
Peace.
before we go,
Okay.
Cove, are you going to be doing anything during the draft?
No, I'll have my show tomorrow night. Now, I thought about
So
this.
tomorrow night's the draft.
Is tomorrow night draft?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought it was Friday. Sorry. I thought it was Friday.
Okay.
So Cove might be doing a show during the draft, but I bet he'll be talking about baseball. I'm just going to say.
Oh, yeah. I guarantee you about baseball, but I completely forgot that the draft will be while I'm doing it. So I might. So this is where I was going with this. I was thinking this today. I was like, because we haven't done one in forever, is going back to the spaces for that night.
Oh wow. Okay.
Oh,
Draft night spaces?
Yeah, like a Thursday night space. Open up a space during the draft.
Okay.
So then it's just live and raw during the draft.
I'm not against it. You know, what do you guys got going on?
Nothing much.
Nothing much. No.
Throw it in the chat. We'll talk about it, but I could be up for it.
Yeah.
So
We haven't done.
what we'll do-
We've done spaces before. We just haven't done ever since we went to this. We haven't done a space in forever.
So what we'll do then, like, we'll throw, like I said, we'll throw it in the chat. We'll talk about it. Maybe get something going for tomorrow. And guys, just check our socials on X and YouTube, and well, definitely X because that's where spaces are. And we'll have something posted.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. And one thing
Alright,
we could
rock
do
and roll.
also. One thing we could do also is stream it on Discord because
this come on
then
Discord.
Yeah, watch at the
Yep.
same time and talk at the same time. Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, so we'll talk about this. This is a whole different thing going on here. So there are options. Okay, I like that. So we'll get the chat going. All right, listen, that's all I got. I appreciate everybody's time, everybody popping in tonight. And we'll see you guys next week on Vinny's Corner.
Peace.
Yep.
Take care.
All right.
Boom.